In shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
To play. We're going to have fun today. Now, understand, tablet and pen time. I know you're sitting back and, oh, I'm going to listen to some other guy. No, you can listen to a guy that's going to get you where you need to go. See, there's a lot of blah, blah, blah out there. Everywhere you turn, tickety-talk, Google, and YouTube. If they're not going to talk to you and go blah, 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 and hold your hand every step of the way, at the end of the day, I think it's crap. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. Ultimate goal. This is live. We get to play the game. No pictures, no recording. Ultimate goal. We got to get that tablet and pen ready to write everything down. Now, I like goodies. I always like goodies. But again, our story, my story, is not as easy as it needs to be. I wish it was just I had a magic wand and had everything right handed to me. Didn't happen. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. From there, I got my journey. My mommy didn't want me. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. All right, she used and abused me too. So your journey today begins with me. I want you to understand, a lot of people feel sorry for themselves. You get 3 minutes, I take 3 seconds. That's all you get. As we play, you're going to look behind that curtain from now on. I need you to pay attention, look behind the curtain every time. You see, what you did in the past, you followed people about your personal business credit, kind of like a duck and a sheep. And what they do? They didn't really help you. So we're going to do a couple things today. You're going to write down a procedure. All right, you're going to get out your personal cards or your personal wallet. We're going to put a stick in the back of the card. We're going to write down the limit of the card. We're going to maintain 25% always, never past 29%. What are we going to do? We're going to balance the debt. What happened in the past or currently, you jacked them up, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, and then you backed yourself and your family in a corner, and you couldn't write off dilly squat. Kind of sucks. So you're going to learn about the discipline, and we're going to talk about today again, 25-29% rule. It's pretty simple. I designed this when I was training Ken Yarborough when he was a TRW in Experian. So what I want you to focus in on is we're not going to jack these up ever again. These 2 cards, very simple. You're going to learn about them, how they never fluctuate your credit at all. So those are the ones you get past 29% if you have an emergency too. From now on, when you get to this point, when I rebuild you, you're going to have a 750 score the rest of your life. Now, TRW stood for The Report's Wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts. They got information business. It was pretty simple. Then they were bought out by what? TRW in 96. TRW always stood for The Report's Wrong, not Thomas Raymond Woolridge, because it seemed to always be wrong. Now, the goal is this. Is it was good, fair, hell no. These cards will help balance your score so you never go below a 750 ever again. Got it? As we play tablet and pen time, what we want to do is make sure you're ready to go and understand. We want to train people in the schools, high school and college, so they don't make the same mistake you made, because that's no fun. As we play this game, I want you to write down millionaire building call. Here's a call we're going to have with hopefully all of you. This means we're going to blueprint your life, your past, your present, and future. We're going to look at family. We're going to look at corporation, divisions. We're going to look at irrevocable trust, because we have to plan to live, we have to plan to die. From there, the car that should be in the register of the division of a corporation, not you. Next, your house should be bought through a trust in the first place. Next, we have to look at residual income. All right, the ultimate goal and cash flow for you per time. Now, I was 17 years old when I had 19 houses. I was going to auctions and doing all kinds of things. And they told me I couldn't get number 20. They told me the word no. I said, thank you, and let me go find a way. I transferred my properties into my divisions that I invented in 85, 86. I freed up my loan to value problem. Next from there is I needed $1,000 a month. I knew my bills were $1,000 a month. So that means I needed $1,000 coming in on a monthly base. I finally got to that, then another one and another one and another one. And that was my ultimate goal. I got to the point before I died in a coma in 2009 up to $1 million a day, because that's half the fun to play. Now, when I wrote in my book 45 years ago, Cash Flow for You per Time, page 6, paragraph 3, I created that, by the way. So I want you to ask yourself a couple questions today. Can you write these down, please? Do you want to enhance your income, or would you like to replace it? Hopefully you wrote it down. I want you to circle the one you want, because I'll get you there, and I'll guarantee it. But now you're going to have to get your hands dirty. This means you have to master the future. This means you have to understand something. What about me? Every time you go online and you see TikTok, Google, and YouTube and all the blah, 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 if that person talking to you isn't holding your hand personally, I think it's a bunch of BS. You see, here you get stuck with me personally. All right, I'm online 6 days a week. I've helped 29 millionaire people get millionaire. 28 billionaires, almost 29 billionaires. I'm getting ready to hit 300 million people. I'm having fun with 30 million people. So guess what? I'd like to have you allow me to make you a certified CFO. I will certify you as a CFO, and I'll build you up to $1 million of credit. Would that be okay if I do that for you and get you up to that $1 million? So as we play, now I got a foolproof program. You can't even screw it up. And if you need to talk to me personally, you can buy some time. 1 call, 5 calls, 7 calls. How would you like to call every week? Well, that's about $13,000. But again, it's discounted at $49.99 on the webinar with me. Very simple. I'm usually $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day. But let's focus on chapter 18 now. Here's chapter 18. All right, when I heard this, and I heard this at a poker game, I'm sitting in the corner writing my little notes. What happens, very simple. They said a corporation's a legal person. Mrs. Hope had a poker game every Wednesday night. I listened. I wrote it down. From there, I was 7.5. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Very simple. Next door is a library. I wrote down and asked, ma'am, what does this mean? You know what that woman did? She walked away. She was rude. And then the bottom line was very simple. It was a mock of his. Here's a book. 5 minutes later, I read the book. Problem we have is we need to know how to do rules and tools, and someone has to hold your hand and kind of push you up the way, because sometimes you're going to get knocked down 1,000 times and win 10. So if we look at a corporation as a legal person, it says may sue or be sued. I kind of didn't pay attention to that part. But let's understand, what did I do? Some of you, maybe all of you, you took money, thousands of dollars, you paid an attorney, a CPA, and a corporation service to get a corporation. You spent thousands. By the way, they're free in all 50 states. You pay a filing fee. And you didn't learn diddly squat. Sorry, but it's true. I sent away my $10 money order. I was 9.5 years old, going to the library almost every day. I got Helping Hand Industries. All right, simple. I wanted to see if it would work. $10, filing fee. Then we got $100,000 in the mail. It kind of freaked us out. Now I've been collecting this since I was a kid. Over $53 million of credit cards. It's kind of fun. So again, you have to understand how to play the game. The next thing we have to focus on is that I got named in the movie Dave. So let's understand. Now, I got in trouble when I was 12.5 years old. At 12.5 years old, I used the word Braille for the Braille Institution and realized they owned it. The reality is I started the first Orange County Blind Center to teach the art of Braille. And then I got named in a lawsuit. Scared the you-know-what out of me. Your goal should be never bring the pain home. So write it down, please. Now, again, when I was a little boy, they kept saying, don't put our eggs in one basket. I asked what that meant to the grown-ups when I was a kid, and all I got is, that's about it. They couldn't answer my question. Here, it's simple. Today, you have a big problem. If you have a corporation They see your name on Secretary of State's website. They sue that corp, they sue you, you're a duck and a sheep. If you don't focus on intent, focus on a division process, I'm sorry, you're always going to be the duck and the sheep. You see banks and grocery stores in cities file bankruptcy right off on their taxes. You have to learn to play. Now, if you listen, you got an LLC, I'm sorry to say, LLC is like, stop. An LLC, come January 1st, the Treasury Department wants to come talk to you. They're going to kick your ass out. You're going to pierce your own veil. They have the new CTA Act. You don't need an LLC to be in the profit zone in the first place. All right, but if you have one, we'll build the one you got. Okay. Now, the next thing was I was a little boy that kept saying, put all your ducks in a row. Okay, what does that mean? What I designed for them when I was a kid was a corporation and entities. You see, that means $1 million. And your goal should be never bring the pain home. I want you to focus on that and understand about me. All right, it's very simple. All right, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be blunt. All right, I'm going to tell it like it is. I've always promised that for 45 years. If you followed stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid, but what you did was stupid. I'm going to make you a corporate millionaire, and I'll even guarantee it if you do what I tell you to do. I'll even put it in writing for you, okay? They nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit, and I've built billions for clients so far. Next thing is I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old, and you're going to follow through. And remember, always remember, never bring the pain home. I didn't get a family as a kid. I got used and abused, and it sucked. I wanted that out of hell. So here's the thing we're going to talk about is you. We're going to talk about a list. If you go to the grocery store, do you have a list of what you want, right? When you shop or do something? I want to create a goal list. I want to go at past, present, future, but a goal is only the index of a book. We have to break down the steps. You understand that? The steps are pretty important. When I do things like I've had 6 calls so far this morning and putting people in there, I got 4 people getting lines of credit today for 150, positioning money, checkbook money, and all kinds of stuff. There's a daily list, there's a weekly list. And then we have to look at the project list. Your project should be next year, 5 million. It should be properties or franchises or something like I did for me. And I'll explain that to you as well. You see, when I was 26, I brought in $2.6 billion of corporate structure. I got bored. See, I brought my first million at 14 and a half. I don't understand why you didn't do that. All right, I invented car finding and all kinds of fun stuff. But at 26, I was bored. Flat out, what am I going to do? I got all the mansions, I got the helicopters, I got the race boats, I got the yachts, I got everything I want. What do I do now? Simple. I decided to help people. My wife calls this my hobby. It's simple. When you're controlling 3.6 billion, it's kind of fun. But again, I got everything I want. So what do? Here's that foolproof program. You can't even screw up as long as you follow through. Now let's understand, when Dr. Lucky and I did the hospital in Fiji Islands, kids are dying of gum disease. No one paid attention to help us until Arnold got on the board. You know who Arnold is, right? How about Superman for Gold's Gym? He says, Ray, you kick ass and motivate. I got him $1.2 million of credit in about 9 months. College professor, Bio University. Now, Glenn was too busy feeling sorry for himself. He lived in his Pinto car for 3 years. I gave him a raise 360. In other words, I drug him out the hill and made sure he's manned up, woman up. He had to do what needed to be done. It's ridiculous. Giovanni is the first one that did the black cartoon for Pixar because I got him $1.6 million. Little Karen delivered pizza to the workshop. I said, stick around. I taught her to do properties in Long Beach, California. Now, she's got her little videos out there too, $1.2 million in 9 months. Now, I got to help people coming from prison. So here's Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross. Gold and platinum cards unlimited. He was in prison for 20 years. Thomas, he was in prison for 26 years. Within 6 months with coaching, weekly coaching with me, brand new dump trucks, millions of dollars. Is that okay? But here's the problem with all of you. Sorry to say, it's true. You see what you did, you hired somebody to help you and they let you down. You wanted to get your personal credit started. You listened to a bunch of ding dongs. I'm sorry, you did it wrong anyway. And I'm going to correct it all today for you. Is that okay? So I want you to write down SS5. Now, you filled this form out if Nixon didn't take out the gold standard in 71, if you were born before that, 14 to 16. If mommy did it at when you were what? Nixon took the gold standard out, she filled it out too. None of you paid attention to the damn form. Sorry to say, but it's true. The SS5 is an SSN, one social security number, and that's to create the 1040 tax return. You just got one number and you keep screwing it up, which makes no sense. So we the people, here's the SSN. Now we're going to compare this to the SS4. Put your hands like this for the fun of it, please. Here is tax, 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 and prove it till you're dead. Live on the leftover. When you die, the time of death at the hospitals for the state and federal government. Had not do anything else. I want to make sure no one moves your stuff because you're dead. The next thing is the SS4. The SS4 is not taxable till you're profitable. So we're going to play the right way and work with the IRS. Is that okay? All right, SS4. So let's understand, very simple. It doesn't matter what type of corporation you have in the beginning. What matters is you understand how to receive the money to get the honey. We'll talk about type of corporation in my setup in level 1 that I've done for 45 years live every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m., okay? Let's look at line 1 there. You see line 1? Legal name of entity or individual person. I'm going to put your name on there on 3 different forms because you're going to have 3 divisions of you, 5 closet divisions. I'll explain that to you today too. Now, if you're a crook and you don't file tax returns, just go to prison. I mean, that's where you belong. I mean, let's understand, you cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried it. He went to prison for 3 years and $5 million fine. See, he listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. They were stupid. He paid the price while he paid them. That's kind of dumb too. So if you listen very carefully today, I want you to write down irs.gov, and I want you to write down 1244. See, if you file a single filing tax return with you and the corporation, you're almost not paying any tax at all until we get to a certain limit, like 3 to 5 million. Then we're going to change strategies again. Now, my client, Richard, he won Survivor the first show. He didn't listen to me. See, $1 million reference 3 times 5 is $15 million line of credit. But he was so busy doing what he wanted to do, he pissed it all away. He was only going to keep 375. But he went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation, and screw that too, had to go back. See, that's called stupid. See, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid. Half the world is freaking lazy. The other half better go see it, believe it, go get it. It's that simple. We got the United States of America Incorporated. The Supreme Court says that corporations are a legal person. 50 corps called states, states called cities. And they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act in case, oh, shit happens to them. And it happened to you, and you let the pain come home. Why did you do that? You could have played the same game as long as you had no intent to do fraud. We, the people, stop bringing the pain home. Now, I want you to write down the vision of me. Write it down. So when you write down the vision of me, it means you. Got it? Line 1 again. We're going to go through that form. We're going to put your name there, corporation, division, or subsidiary. I'm going to build you a corporation with $1 million if you allow me to. Is that okay if I get you $1 million of cash credit? Now, let's understand what I do for me. All right? I'm not a stupid guy. When I was a little boy in the 6th grade, they said I was retarded. See, I write with both hands 2 different things and have a conversation. I freaked them out. They said I was stupid. Well, I got an IQ of 2 or 3 in total recall. I just thought they were stupid themselves. Again, they said I was retarded. Huh? Bunch of dummies. So here's what happens. Here's one of the Lamborghinis part of the collection. Here's the key. Bum, 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 bum. It's $1 million car. The payment when I first obtained it was $6,800 a month. Now, here's how it works. If I get the car in my name, all right, and I can't pay it, they're going to take it away. They're going to report it to the credit bureaus. I'll have shitty credit. Then they'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C, and I'll have double shitty credit. Damn. If I buy it to the corporation, they see my name on the corp, they would sue me anyway. See, I'm not stupid. Neither are you. But the reality is, what did I do? Here I've got 22,000 payphones, cleaners, printing companies, shopping centers. I'm making money. I got one little turd that's in my way. What do I got to do? I wrote 3-step for me. Very simple as we play the game. So what did I do? 3-step. Now write it down. This is what I did for me. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. And I put that sucker over here. See, here's the thing you got to think about is this. All right, I got a bad piece. I'm going to put the bad piece over here and maintain my incorporation of my pieces and divisions. By the way, you allowed yourself to be one. I think that was kind of silly and dumb, and that kind of sucks. So we're going to change that. Is that okay? So if I can't save this within 6 months under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it, throw it away, and I'm going to maintain my life. You never hurt the family. Don't you get this yet? So if you lease a building, you sign it as a division of you. Remember, I bought it as a division. I showed you SS and SS4 when I started, right? I guaranteed SS4, so I can throw it away. Your problem is you. Can you turn these up today? Let's say I get you 10 houses. What are you going to do? That's 10 chances somebody slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. No. The SS4, hell, guess what? That's how you receive money to get the honey and write it off anyway. We look at the internet. One card, unlimited. This is $1 million friggin' card. $1 million bucks. Indian Act says I can get 99 more. Would you like 9 more? 10 more? How many would you like? See, your problem is you keep stealing from your family. I'm sorry, I think that's kind of stupid, don't you? We got to make sure I repackage you my way, because your way sucks. Now, here's Mary. Mary's Ivy League education. She's a VP for Apple. Go to $1 million a year. Oh, good for Mary. She gives $10,000 to her attorney. He says, this is a good lease. He gets him up to options for 10 years. Then the CPA gets $5,000 retainer. And what happens? She uses her personal credit, 98,000. Boom! She took her 800 score and dropped it to crap. Ah! Call on the phone. What do you do? The response, meh. Most CPAs and attorneys are stupid. Sorry, they take you the retainer, and they don't know how to be an entrepreneur in the first place, in my opinion. Now, Mary's problem, she called here crying, going, woo-hoo-hoo. Mary, stop it. You get 3 minutes to feel sorry for yourself. We better get ready to run. That's simple. See, Mary's problem is she didn't know what a certified CFO is, and neither do you in the beginning. That restaurant should have been a division. A division. When she bankrupted the restaurant, she bankrupted her family, she bankrupted her home, and her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. She brought the pain home, and that's not acceptable. That's called stupid. Bank of America has bankrupt 5,000 locations, cities, grocery stores, everything else around you. Instead of you learning what's behind the curtain, hell, you're sitting there going, yourself. Damn it, get off your assets. Learn how to play. Mary could have bankrupted the division, kept the corp in her family. Instead, she did something stupid. I'm going to certify you as a CFO my way. Is that okay? If you stop bringing the damn pain home, because that's not acceptable. Look at your corporation today. Go ahead. Find it on Secretary of State's website. Find I'm telling you the truth. You're the incorporator. You're on the officer's list. And you probably use your home address too. Good for you. That's kind of dumb. You added yourself to the national mailing list and the robocall list. You wonder how you got the calls? You did it to yourself because nobody wants to teach you how to play. Now, that corporation gets sued today. They sue you. By the way, that sucks. I'm going to create the line of defense. Is that okay? We play my way for a while? All right, it's okay? Okay. Now, here's a $100 million building that I obtained. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini. Here's one of the $5 million mansions I got too, and a $1 million race boat. Well, I obtained it. Why the hell didn't you? What's wrong with you? I didn't get a mommy and a daddy, get a family. I got to live in hell. I get out of a trash can, and I thought it sucked. I wanted out of hell. See, you're not motivated enough. You don't want it bad enough. Don't get these goodies until you hit 5 million, okay? From there, what are we going to do? I'm going to make every one of you a corporate millionaire because it's fun. It's my hobby. Let me add you to my credit system that I developed years ago. What is your goal? Simple. Now, I need you to write down credit, loan, and money. Can you do this? I'm going to show you every angle to get credit. Credit, loan, and money. You had some money before, right? You spent it. You kind of pissed it away. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. No. Your corporation is going to do what I want it to do because I'm going to tell you what to do and I'll do most of the work for you anyway. Is that okay? So we're going to take a corporation. We're going to put $100,000 in the corporate bank account. 100,000. Oh, you don't have it? Let's take it off one of the damn cards to get you. You see, borrow money is not taxable. You're going to reference 3 times 5. Got it? Reference 3 times 5. Your corporation is going to become a management company. You're going to manage the division. It's going to have a franchise man by third party. You're going to have an apartment complex, the same thing. You're going to create a line of defense. You're going to quit bringing the damn pain home. I'm going to teach you how to get financial freedom. Is that okay? Your goal and what you screwed up, all of you screwed this up. Sorry, it's true. I got to get you between $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month residual income. I just called the money coming in when I was a kid at that $1,000, and I got it up to $1 million a day. Million a day. Isn't that fun? What's wrong with you? Oh, you need $10,000 of credit? Okay. National average, they're going to charge you 10%, 10 grand. I give it away because I don't pay commission here for $39.99. What do you get? You get a 60% discount. Anyways, take a picture of this. This is Zelle. My name is Ray Reynolds. It's simple. RayRaceCredit.com. You put RW and you Zelle to me. It separates from them. And from there, there's the bank, the transfer, deposit, or wire too. You see, what I want you to focus in is on you. I want you stuck with me forever. Isn't that fun? Now, let's say you don't want real estate, you don't want franchise or anything else, okay? Let's say you want to be the lazy way out. What are we going to do? We're going to take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card. It's borrow money. We're going to dissect it by 5 people. I'm going to show you how I invented Homestead Block or UCC1 and Chattel Mortgage. Every $50,000 is $2,000 a month. Every $50,000, how much? $2,000 a month. So what do you get to do? You get to set up a system that has $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and the S corporation almost doesn't pay tax anyway. All right, until we get to 3 to 5 million. So we're going to play my way, because your way sucks. If you get the bucket of money book, it'll show you 4.6 million. All right, then I created 190,000 a month. The 16 million was 661,000. The one that I got $1 million a day was too big to put in the damn book. You see, you want to play? But again, 45 years helping people in line or in person. It's fun because I'm having fun helping you. Now, I got this 3-day event coming up. This is 3 days to set up the foundation for residual income. It's the last and final one for the year. I wasn't going to do it, but I got a lot of people in coaching. So this is the first, second, and third. 3 days, you're stuck with me. We're going to tear apart the books, all 18 of them. We're going to make sure you understand bonuses if you signed up today. Very simple. Level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes for 90 days. Now, I changed it to $100,000 of credit. Why not? Because I don't have to pay commission if you do it through me. From there, we're going to take 3 days and focus on real estate, franchise, and something we get to do ran by a third party. Now, the office is selling this for $29.99. They get a commission. If you did it through me, all right, I give it to you for $19.99. And you get all those goodies too. But if it's not now, through a Zelle, forget it. Call the office. Pay more. That's how it works. Now, here's our problem. This is your problem. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You're not stupid. But no one bothered to help you and understand how to play. We're going to play my way. If you don't get corporations and divisions now, and I mean now, January, they won't be on their second year. You kind of blew it for a year. So we got to focus. So let's understand flippity dippity doos. I had my 17 houses at 19 and a half, or 19 houses at 17 and a half. Said it backwards. So 19. They told me no. I don't like the word no. So then I said, okay, thank you. I transferred my properties into my divisions because I invented division process in 85, 86. I freed up my loan to value problem. Now I'm fixing up properties, having fun, but the problem is the buyer's a liar. The broker and the agent too. The contractor is so full of crap, he hires the subcontractors out of Home Depot, and they're all trying to steal my money. He's like, ah, for 50 grand. Now at 21, I decided to do something else. I decided to be the damn bank. I don't understand you. You sold a car. Did you know when you sold that car, you could have sold it and become the bank for 10 years for that car you sold? They could have paid you and you paid the debt. Oh, how about the assignment of mortgage? I don't understand, stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? I'll never focus on that because I understand you have to play. So let's understand, let's going to dissect an apartment complex. Let's split deed that sucker. What are we going to do? We're going to have the assignment of mortgage. We're going to be the bank for 30 years. And if you get my books on real estate, Homestead Block, UCC1, and the financial series, how to be the bank and buckets of money, you're going to learn about the assignment of asset. You got to play my way for a while. So let's understand, in 14 states right now, you have properties under 100,000 brand new. We can do Section 8, which always get paid, or we can have third-party management. Every real estate office will manage it for you. Is that okay? What are we creating? Residual income. This one here is 75,000. You know what it costs? 5,000 down. Why don't we buy 3 using a corporate credit card? Hell, why not? What do you get to lose? It's borrow money. You're going to create residual income in one way or another because I want to get you to 5 million. All right. You see, your goal and my goal is to make your money make a machine. Now, if you want to sell computers and widgets, that's fine. 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit, and you don't pay a bill up to 90 days. I call this OPM money. Next, we're going to sell and use, and basically Dun & Bradstreet. From there, I wrote the rules on that too. Amazon and eBay. So again, don't get these goodies until you hit 5 million. I like the God's gift in the harbor. All right, mansions and having properties in all 5 islands. But I always put things on my name on the sea as a trophy. I accomplished it. I got no one tell me I did a good job, so I want to see my trophies. Yachts and race boats. Yeah, how about some Duffies? How about big friggin' buildings and Lamborghinis? You see, there's no excuse for you. I don't understand. So let's understand. Every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, I don't understand that. I hold the record for the highest kick and the fastest kick on planet Earth since 1981. I kicked the door jam at 10. Then I was kicking the basketball hoop and going, nee. It's fun. You see, the reality is very simple. I kicked out the lights at 9. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goals. So white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. You see, you don't want to hear no. Here's your problem. You hear no and you accept it. I have been put down 1,000 times, said, I can't do this, can't do this. Then I drive by with the Lamborghini and go, what? I like when they go, what? Isn't that fun? When they say no, say thank you. Walk away, because I'll find you a way. You got 1,000 steps to millionaire. I put it in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold it to Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. So let's draw this diagram right here, okay? I want you to compare things where you sit in your city and your state you live in now. Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations. That's a branch number. All right. From there, you got Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. And they have all been fined and basically penalized for over the last 6 months anyway. B of A's was $100 million. Wells Fargo is the most indicted bank on the planet. But they're good Ponzi's for the government, aren't they? But that's how it works. How at Sam's Club, they bankrupt 1,500 locations. Geico ran out of the city and bankrupt 38 locations and fired everybody. Well, that's a Warren Buffett company. Oh, good. Oh, 11 cities filed bankruptcy. So your focus should be stop bringing the pain home. Because why would you do it in the first place? Why'd you allow yourself to be 1? Hell, that's a lonely number. I'm going to certify you and make you sure you become a certified CFO. My way. You're going to reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Now, when I was 9.5 at the Torrance Library, I started my blueprint. Very simple. I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old anyway. I used to freak everybody out. Isn't that fun? My blueprint is called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. You'll master that one too. Got it? Now, I think you're treading water and you're playing it safe. But the reality is I need you to do 5 things. Write them down. Without these 5 things, you can't get to millionaire. It's not going to happen for you. So what we have to focus on is very simple. 750 credit score, not with Care Credit and First Premier. Okay, a real 750 that I do people every day. Is that okay? We do it my way for a while. You need a corporation with 26 divisions. From there, you need $1 million of checkbook money, and $1 million of cash credit, and you need supply and vendor money. I hope you wrote these 5 things down because you can't take a picture or record. Right there, write it down. It's a must-have. What I want to do is take your corporation or give you one for free. I've been giving corporations for free for 45 years. I don't know why any idiot would pay thousands of dollars for a piece of paper and not learn diddly squat. You have to just pay the filing fee. So I'll hand you one and you got one. I'm going to teach you and train you not to bring the pain home. You're going to put your ducks in a row, and we're going to repackage you my way because your way sucks. Is that okay? We're going to play my way. Now, I've incorporated 2 presidents of the United States of America. Ronald Reagan was my second favorite president. Lincoln was my first. But let's understand, when Nancy said, just say no, I'm the guy that set up Teach Our Children became DARE. And there's Mr. Clinton, too. I helped Clippers, Lakers, and Angels and Dodgers, too. I'm known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous, by the way, if you don't know that. So guess what? What did you do? I'll bet you sat at the kitchen table with your friends and family saying, honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. Then you jacked them up. You dropped your score. Hell, you got stuck, couldn't get any more. You backed your family in a corner, and you hawked your house. Isn't that called stupid? Why would people do something stupid when they never had to in the first place? So this is called dumb. No, never bring that damn paint home. What's wrong with you? Never, 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 never. It's not acceptable. Write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. That's what we're going to focus on. And we're going to, fall down 1,000 times. You're going to win 10. That's how it works. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3, I put in there cash flow for my time. Even though some other ding dong tried to use it, and he filed bankruptcy a couple of times. He's on TikTok going blah, 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 blah. Typical. They always go blah, blah, blah. They don't hold your hand personally. I think they're all full of what? But the reality is going to be up to you. There I am, dead in a coma. Sucks. Ruined my whole day. See, we got 3 yachts in the backyard worth millions and billions. Having fun teaching people 6 days a week. And I'm at the Bonovich for 32 years, and I get a coma. We check out one of the yachts. Somebody was sick. Next day I get to die. 541. Kind of sucks. You know what happened? My wife told me at the office he was going to die. Ron's over at the One Technology building, Irvine Spectrum, and he's got a U-Haul truck stealing my books and CDs. That kind of sucks. And then Tom sells my websites and my phone numbers. People you trust. Wow. Never call the phone number. It's a porn site. That's who the higher bidder was at the time. So if you don't have a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, the 12 books and CDs I sold for $5,000 at the Bonaventure, call the office. It's $4.99. If you Zelle during the broadcast with me, I give it away for shipping and handling of $99. There you go. Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. Simple. Now, starting a business, running a business, you better hold your breath. People around you, you don't know if they're going to knock you off the cliff, they're going to catch you, or you're going to die. You're going to have to be up to you. Now, I was motivated. You see, every day I get up at 2:25. Ever since I was 2.5 years old. If I got up at 2:30, the abuser would get me. So I had to get up earlier. So the reality is, what did I do today? Went to my knees, said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I've been putting myself in check since I was 2.5 years old. I don't think you stare at yourself for 5 minutes or so in the mirror. I don't think you put yourself in check. I'd like you to get up an hour earlier tomorrow morning and actually have your me time, the ultimate goal. Because right now, what you do, you come up with an idea. You go tell your friends and family. You want them to encourage you. Instead, they interrupt you, and then they tell you how to do your idea anyway. And they haven't really done diddly squat. Doesn't that cloud your direction? So very simple. July 4th, 2009, 3 yachts in the backyard. I get to die, but I can hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorneys tricking my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to rip out my heart, take it away. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace and go back, and I freaked them all out. Isn't that fun? But understand. So I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. A lot of shitty people. I've been shot twice. I've been knifed 6 times. So my feeling sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. I'll give you 3 minutes, okay? I believe I'm truly God's example, one of them at least. Now, here today, there's a reason for that. That means I believe in you. If you let me hold your hand, I can get you through anything. But again, you're going to have to do some work too. Every step. If you fall down, I'll get you back up. And I'll hold your hand every step of the way. I've done that everything since 45 years doing that too. Now understand, I have 39 books ready to go. One of them is called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's Way of Life, Not a Moment in Time. Next, this one is called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. I wrote it for men to shut up. Women are tape recorders. But now I had to put another chapter there for my wife and my daughters. They have to learn to bite their tongue and kind of be quiet too. Very simple. How about we fight the monster within we all have? How about bullshit doesn't pay the bills? Because a lot of things I see on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, it's a lot of bullshit. It doesn't pay the bills. Blah, 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 blah. They're not willing to hold your hand every step of the way, and they pass it to somebody else. What happens that day? See, fighting through the pain. I believe you're stuck. Let's get you past go. I can show you Lamborghinis. I can show you Duffys and mansions. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. Race boats in the backyard. Helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. Just a couple goodies I obtained. How would you obtain these two? I call this Ray's Rules. What did I do? I took my blueprints. See it, believe it, go get it. That's all you got to do. Simple. Now, credit repair, sorry to say, is a fraud. You think they got a magic wand? You're going to pay them $100 a month to do what? Write stupid letters? Not mine, not lead. I mean, come on, stupid things. There's no magic wand. So you get to see them online and take it each other. Your balance needs to be 0 to 5%. Well, that'll limit you. You don't get more credit, and they shut down your limits. They shrink them. If you want the truth, it's very simple. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says they can't collect money up front. Then they're all fraud. So does the Credit Service Organization Act too. All you got to do is download Section 611. That's all you got to do. You download it, tells you what you need to do. If you have an open collection account, all you have to do is negotiate it, because you got to man up, woman up. You can't be a crook. You can't rip off your creditor. Let's go back to Thomas Raymond Woolridge that started the information after doing bicycle parts. In Yarborough, I got to train him. So what did we get to do? They became Asperian in 96. It used to be the report's wrong. So all of a sudden, I drew the first diagram like this. It was good, fair, hell no. If you get these cards here in my hand, you'll never have to worry about below a 750 ever again. They don't fluctuate your credit. They have a paid overtime limit too. So you're going to learn to have a 750, and they're going to help you do that, and you're going to maintain it forever. Okay? Because nobody on planet Earth needs shitty credit in the first place. So what do? We negotiate an open collection account if you have one. All cards at 25, 29%, and put the sticky in the back of the card. From there, we do a wrapper refresh that I invented 39 years ago. From there, what do we do next? Now you got a 750 score. It's called KISS method. The KISS method is simple. Keep it simple, stupid. People aren't stupid, just half of them are freaking lazy. The other half have to see it, believe it, go get it. Now, let's give you 25 steps today. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? As we play, number 1, we have Credit Karma. Indicted 3 times. Into it, bottom December 3rd, 2020. No phone number to help you. What I like to do is hold everybody's hand personally, because if I say it, I want to see it through. Now, if you're part of LifeLock, I'm sorry. I don't understand, stupid. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment was $100 million. They're a fraud. But if you want to waste your money, go ahead and keep paying them. If we obtain your credit reports today, we analyze. From there, what I'm going to do is analyze your credit personally. And I've done it for almost 30 million people at millionaire status so far. And you're going to get a 750 in about 90 working days. But you're going to have to do what I tell you to do. I will call your case number in rotation on one of my classes on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. The goal. Here's the form no one paid attention to besides me. The SS5. All right, mommy did it at 71 on when you were born. Nixon took the gold standard out. If not, you did it yourself. It says name to be shown on card, full name at birth, other than above. SS5 equaled SSN in 1040 tax return. That's what it was designed for. Unfortunately, a bunch of idiots start using it for credit purposes. That's why our president wants to have a corporate report, credit report from the government instead. So let's understand that card in your personal wallet today. If you read it, it'll probably say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes. It belongs to Social Administration, not you. The SSN was for the 1040 tax return. That's what it was for. When you got your first job years ago, what did you do? You thought they ripped you off. You said, where's my money? What did they do? The IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. You're a duck and a sheep. That's why you're a duck and a sheep. You never look behind the damn curtain. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to man up, woman up. What happened to that? So understand 1244, IRS.gov. You file one single filing tax return and almost not pay tax at all. Till we get to 3 to 5 million, then we'll change strategies. Is that okay? Here's that form, SS5. Why don't we compare it to the SS4? Line 1 again, legal name of entity, individual person. Banks file bankruptcy on locations, cities, and grocery stores, and basically that's how it works. And you keep watching and you don't look behind the curtain. What's wrong with you? So your name can be on line 1. The form, 26 ways to use it, like I explained it personally when I was 9.5 to Ted Turner, by the way. And that's fun. You see, it says banking and credit purposes right there. That's per entity. So as we play my way, your corporation through Ray's rules gets to do 4 things. You ready to write them down? You only get to do 4 things. That's it. Why? Because I said so. You're going to buffer tax, no tax to due till you're profitable. Then we're going to take all the credit I billed you, and you're going to write it all off because it's free money. You maintain the payment, and it's a write-off. Hell, why not? Because you're not winning the lottery, are you? You get hell of a raise. You keep stealing from your family, called silly and dumb. Oh, by the way, you get the car at flea price. and you get what? The free buffet at the hotel. That's all it gets to do. Your divisions are the line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions by wholesale price, multiple credit reports, separate real estate and liability. Now, hopefully you wrote it down. It's in my books as well, too, because you can't take a picture, like I said before today. There goes that rhyming thing. Since both sides work and they said I was retarded, I ain't rhyming all the time. I did write 2 rap songs for a rapper crapper, and they became #1. Is that okay? But I can't tell you the name. But we don't want to have a dog, do we? Okay. Divisions give you what? The line of defense. Huh. So if I build you a corporate umbrella, each piece could get basically disconnect, isolate, incorporate like banks and grocery stores and cities if oh shit hit the fan. I'm going to guarantee what I say I'm going to do 100% for you. As long as you're part of the classes and you're part of the program and you follow through, okay? Violation is jacking up cards and applying for credit and crashing your rapid rescore. Please don't do that. The bottom line is if you do, I got to charge you a fee to start it again or close your case. If you have an open collection account, 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, they have a form for that too. The goal is to repackage you every step of the way. Now we have to understand next, what do we get to do? This 750 credit score is waiting for you. You and I will make sure it happens, okay? As long as you follow through and go to class. This means I'm going to analyze you today. I'm going to basically add a wrapper refresh. I'm going to block all your crap if you have crap credit, shitty credit, and I'm going to create green lights. So then you can steal from Peter to pay Paul to make Mary happy. We got to balance the debt. Is that okay with you? From there, what are we going to do? So if you want me to rebuild you, it's simple. We're going to do it together. You're going to go to class and that following you want. Focus with the wrapper rescore. All right, it's a 750. I normally we're going to charge you $999. I'm going to give you $1,000 card back. What I always do is give you $1,000 or 1 time your money or times 10, because I want to take away all your damn excuses. Nobody does this on planet Earth besides me, by the way. So during the broadcast, I discounted to $499, and then I bring the card to be $500. Now that you got rules and tools, you can have that discipline. You can maintain the 750 forever. Got it so far? Now the next thing is the starter package. Rebuild the credit. You got to be a CFO. Articles also tax ID are free if you don't have them. From there, I want to put you in setup level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live with me. I'm going to charge you $999. I'm going to give you $5,000 credit back. That's 5 times your investment. Remember, I'm the only one who does this on planet Earth anyway. $24.99, I'll give you $25,000 of credit. What is my goal? Let's analyze you, let's add history, and let's pop credit right away. If you want that goodies right now, it's very simple today. You Zelle, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you an extra 5%. Why? Because that's what the bank charges us. Now, I'm sorry, you have a lot of problems. I need you to get off the national mailing list and the robocall list. You actually did it to yourself. See, I'm a voter, and they sell that voting list 412 times a year. Cable bill, corporation. If you call 888-567-8688, you opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, you'll get off the list and slow down the junk mail and the robocalls. It's very simple. The number's in front of you. That's step number 4. Now, the next thing we have to do is plan the problem. You did not plan the problem. What I'm talking about is you allowed your friend and family member to rip you off. One of them did. You spent thousands of crap that didn't work. We're going to take all the cards you get personally, put a sticky. You're going to write down safety credit, maintain 25% always, never past 29%, and put the limit there too. We're going to dummy proof this. You're going to create the line of defense. The way I designed it here, Debbie Spearing a long time ago, working with the Yarborough, is 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. With the discipline, you can maintain 750 the rest of your life. So once again, you don't jack up these ever again. You realize these 2 cards here, very simple. What they will do for you is balance your debt. They do never fluctuate your credit report. Okay? You can max them out up to $1 million as long as you maintain a payment. So if you have that discipline in place, guess what you get to maintain? A 750 score the rest of your life. And you don't bring the damn pain home. Got it so far? You allowed the world to beat you up. It's hard enough to live in this world because it seems like we're in hell half the time. All right, but again, having rules and tools makes sense. What happens when you lose your job, have an emergency? Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they go jack it up and blame everybody else and say, look at me. I don't think anybody cares, to be honest with you. Sorry to say, but it's probably true. You need $5,000 now, because you said the word need. Ask your friends, family, the bank, they say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day. This card is $5,000, I pay the payment, max it out, it's $50 a month. They say you waste $140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. If we take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, very simple. Borrow money is not taxable. Why don't we go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through during the pandemic using some common sense? Will that be okay? We do it my way? Oh, by the way, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Can you write down raise rules? Raise rules. Now, what I want you to write down is, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, never the corp in my family ever again. And do this to yourself as hard as you can. Say, knock it off. You're the one who did it. It's stupid. I'm sorry, but it is. Why would anybody do this and bring the pain home when you could have basically lost the division, not the corp in your family? I don't understand that. It does not make sense to me. So we're going to do it my way for a while because I think your way sucks. Okay? You're going to have your cake and eat it too. We're going to use raise rules, step number 7, and you're going to be a certified CFO, and you're never going to bring the pain home. Is that okay? We're going to play it my way for a while. Now let's understand, here I am dead in the coma. Once you Google the address and find I'm telling you the truth, wouldn't that set you free? I've been in 2 comas. First one, I got to be crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, freaked them all out. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, I think the devil's trying to hold us back and hold us down. God's delays aren't God's denials. So as we play, my goal is to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty, my way, okay? Now ask yourself a question. I want you to always focus on this. Ask yourself a question. Do you want to enhance your income? Write it down. Or would you like to replace it? Circle the one you want because that's what our goal will be. Simple. Get your hands dirty. This means what you have to do is master the future and quit counting people. Hey, I'm going to blah, blah, blah and give you rules and tools and hold your hand every step of the way. Then if you screw up, I'll pick you up again and again. Again, ask, what about me? See, every time you hear that blah, blah, blah on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, ask yourself, what about me? Me. You're the most important person in your life is you. Simple. The millionaire call. What do we do? Blueprint. Past, present, future. Family we have to protect. All right, corporation and divisions. Then we have to focus on irrevocable trust because we have to plan. From there, should be a division of a corporation else. Research income and cash flow for your time. See, that's what I want to do in that blueprint call for you. Again, if you want lines of credit, I call it checkbook money. At the bank, you must have 2-year divisions. Must be 2 years. My goal, very simple. I want to certify you as a CFO. I want to make sure you're getting $1 million of credit. Now, basically, if you want phone 2, 3, 7, all right, some people don't want coaching, just showing me the phone calls, okay? Discounted through $49.99, $5,000. If you want one every week for 52 weeks. A corporation's a legal person. What I didn't look at is who says be sued or be sued, and that's why I didn't know sued is old. So understand, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of men and women. We're not stupid. Half the people are friggin' lazy, and they have to be a little crazy to be like me to have fun. But again, this is pathetic. You see, he's not homeless. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Boo! Nobody cares. Everybody's looking. Should we put money out of our pocket? Should we feel guilty? It's crap. Like I would tell anybody, get to the church. They'll give you the food. From there, man up, woman up. All you have to do is drive Uber, drive Lyft, and have a damn garage sale. Come on, I was worth millions and billions, came out homeless, and they stole all my shit. What am I going to do? Go home and go boo-hoo-hoo? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. If I didn't have my 5 closet divisions, 3 divisions of me, I wouldn't have built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Be prepared. This is ridiculous. Men and women have to man up, woman up. We're supposed to be responsible people. We're supposed to take care of the family. It's not acceptable. So guess what? You better learn to play my way for a while, because I think your way sucks. Sorry, but it's true. When I invented and designed division process, multiple locations, my shopping centers, my donut chains, 31 flavors, my shakies, my buildings, and all the pieces, I knew one thing: I'm gonna have a shitty tenant. He or she's gonna slip, fall, and try to sue me and screw me up. What do we get to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Cash and supply credit. So when I say division process, you got the guy that invented the damn thing. So what do we create? A line of defense. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corp and my family. That's your focus, because the banks and grocery stores just write it off on their taxes. If you allow me to get the tax ID, I'm allowed to, my system for the last 45 years, set up credit reports under tax ID, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Start building credit and line you up for checkbook money. So when you look at my bucket of money book and buckets of money, it's pretty simple. This is how we get millions of dollars. I created a matrix up to 190,000 a month. You can loan out money. It's simple. So look at your corp today, find your name, find out you're a duck and a sheep. If you use your home address, please change it, mailbox, etc., shared office space, because right now when they sue that corp, they sue you, and that sucks. Let's create the line of defense. That's the ultimate goal as we play. Now, I also wrote a book and invented daisy chaining of credit. Wow! Every card you get is allowed to get under the Fair Lending Act 99 more. How many would you like? You see, we're going to use corporate credit because borrow money is not taxable. We're going to play my way for a while and get lines of credit too. Is that okay? So you got 89 ways to use the division. I wrote the book on that too. So here's the division for you. Very simple, $4.99 per division at the office, 3 for $14.97. Because we're fighting time, almost out of time of this year, I'm going to add 10,000 on history today. If you want one division to 26 divisions, now understand why 26. Profit Corp needs 9 divisions. Nonprofit, 9 divisions. 3 divisions of you, 5 closet divisions. That's 26. So there's the discount you get through me at the office of $4.99. So if you Zelle, you get the price that I just gave you too. Always put RW when you Zelle. See, they'll actually be on their second year come January. There's your Zelle, now. So again, you can call the office, 800-254-9506. They will charge a little extra. If you use a card, they will charge you another 5% on top of that. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? All right, I like goodies. Having the Harleys and did the love ride with Neil Diamond a couple of times. Sponsored. I got a ridey, right? Why not? I have a license to ride a motorcycle. Oh, the goodies, you don't get these until you hit 5 million. What is my goal? Let's get you $1 million of credit cards. Let's get you $5 million of checkbook money. Let's make sure you understand. I'm going to repackage you here. We're going to go here and get the green card, unlimited 100,000, and the 2 at 30,000. That's 160. Why don't we do it times 9? Oh, why don't we get the B of A times 9? How about the Wells Fargo times 9? How about we get basically our Inc. times 9? How about the gold times 9? That's only 5 out of my 10 favorite ones, up to 5 million. Then we focus on checkbook money. Now understand, banks will give you up to $150,000, no tax return, as long as you have a 2-year corporation and you do what I tell you to do. By the way, this is my 5 favorite ones. Checkbook money, isn't that okay? I like checkbook money up to 5.4 million. So we can play my way if you like. So guess what we get to do? We get to get the American dream. Now, I got 8 classes in rotation on Saturday. I got 10 classes on Saturday, and basically at 8:30 in the morning, these go in rotation. Very simple. Now, what I want you to focus on is as I build you credit for the corporation and repackage you. This is borrow money, not taxable. This means we're going to take that borrow money and you're going to buy your lifetime income. That could be real estate, that could be franchise or loaning out money. What are you going to do? What I tell you to do, because it's what works. Buying your lifetime income. This is your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home. Got it so far? Now let's pretend today I wrote you a check for $1 million. What are you going to do? First, you're going to put in your personal account. You only get to keep $375. I would have told you put in a division of you and reference 3 times 5, turn it to $15 million. Borrow money, pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, I guess there's no tax. So we get to play my way. Let's understand today. All right, I want you to think if you won the lottery. 90% of the people win the lottery piss it away. The rest, who knows what happens. So you won the lottery. What are you going to do? Okay, hopefully your first call is to me, because any one of my clients have won it, they call me right away. And I argue with their CPAs and attorneys. Isn't it fun? I tell them to put it in a division of them. The CPA attorney goes, what's that? Then they go, you don't have a corporate tax ID in your name. Bunch of dummies on this side. I don't understand, but okay. Here's what happens. I want you to deposit that money in a division of you, all right, through your corporation with the tax ID, because how you receive money. You're going to sit with the banker. You're going to say, I want a line of credit off my money. You're going to create debt. Isn't that fun? And then you're going to remember borrow money is not taxable. And then we're going to create millions and billions. And the money's always going to be in the bank. So the bank always goes, they want to kiss your ass heads. See, you've had 11 cities file bankruptcy so far. They file bankrupt. They're cities. United States of America Incorporated, cities or corporations, states are too, and they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You didn't follow through on you. Oh, you could have did the same thing. As long as you had no intent to do fraud. But what did you do? That's about it. You got to stop that stuff. I want you to Google bankruptcy today. I want you to realize, guess what, when shit hits the fan? Is it you and your family, corporate division, or subsidiary? Make a decision who's going to be sacrificed. Okay, bringing the pain home sucks, and it should never happen in the first place. So let's understand. Add you to my credit system, no problem. I'll build you up to $1 million of credit, as long as you go to class and not fall in your want, and you follow through. Beat your doubt, run your race. That's the ultimate goal as we play this game. So getting past go, because I think you're stuck. I like the mansions in the harbor once again. I like the race boats and the major yachts, and I like helicopters and Lamborghinis and buildings too. Now in the future, I'm going to want you to change your driver's license to a PO box and mail-in address. I'll teach you more about that in level 1 in setup, please, as we do this, because I want you to protect your privacy. From here, let's look at your car you drive today. The one that you let them sweat you for 5 hours, 9 inquiries, and lost $20,000. You literally let them sweat you like a sheep and a duck. That's kind of silly and dumb, don't you think? See, a car is fleet price tax ID division. That's what it is. Now, if you have a house, you put 2 people on the loan, that's kind of dumb. By the way, the house should have been bought through the trust. The car registered to you. I watched this guy in Tickety Talk. He knows everything. I think he's an idiot, to be honest with you, because he talks wrong, because half the things he says is wrong. If you're going to say right, make it all right. You can write off the car. Yeah, you can. The point is not write off the car. The point is the registered owner of the damn car. In a bumpity bump, they sue the owner or the registered owner, which is you. If it's a division, guess what? You can protect your ass. So let's pretend you lose your house or car. Now you got shitty credit. They reported to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. Your problem is you didn't plan the problem. We're going to make sure the registered owner of every car you ever drive is a registered owner, is a division. What are we willing to sacrifice? Not the corporate, my family. So you're going to have to start planning the problem. Got it so far? Every property you get should be a division. Which one's going to slip, fall, and hurt you? Eeny, meeny, miny. You don't know. Division process. The house, your house payment offsets your taxes. Amazon didn't pay any damn tax. Or in the first 10 billion to double trillion, why would they pay tax? The reality is pretty simple. So let's understand something. There's no loophole. They're allowed to do what they're allowed to do. All right, that's why they're playing the game. Now, he bought Twitter in front of the whole world, all right, with like $44 billion lines of credit, because he didn't have that in the bank. I mean, come on, let's understand. And then what did he do? Twilly dumb. He screwed it up in less than 2 weeks. And the banks are pissed off at him. He's screwing up all kinds of things. He got lucky. I don't think he's as smart as people think he is. He hires smart people. But again, X marks the spot. Simple. I love to challenge him. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, he's got a spaceship. So the other 2 guys. So you could join the club, win the battle if you want to. Step 15. Run your life to a corporation or conjunction. Oh, pay tax by a Lamborghini. There you go. See, your paycheck is taxable income, right? With the leftover that you basically duck in a sheep, You're paying the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no and stop it? Because that's called dumb. You're allowed to write it off in the registered owner too. Step what? We get to play my way, step 17. Why don't you go to irs.gov today? Why don't you get an SS4 form? Find out it says banking and credit purposes you never paid attention to. You never had to be a duck and a sheep in the first place. You chose to do that. Very simple. Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. And he goes, I'm not a crook. Today's the anniversary for that. I'm not a crook. Well, the reality is simple. Here's mama. She signed the SS5, didn't pay attention like you, and she took the baby home. If she don't sign the form, baby can't be released from the hospital. So everything is rules and tools. So I like rules and tools. So let's understand. All right, you got a house at escrow closed homestead trust. Oh, it's not in a trust. When they sue you, they take it away. And when you die, get stuck in a probate and your family got diddly squat. You hire the contractor that hires a subcontractor outside Home Depot, and they're going to fix it up and they slip and fall and they sue you and screw you too. That kind of sucks. See, my way, they get diddly squat. I like diddly squat, don't you? But again, I like irrevocable trust too. So let's play my way, step 19. Now, if you're a crook, just go to prison, all right, because you cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. Hey, they took his money on retainer. He still went to prison for 3 years and 5 years of what? Fine. $5 million fine. He ruined his whole life and his career. That was kind of dumb. So remember, no peekaboo, the IRS making a mess, okay? Step 20 today. Richard, he didn't listen to me. $1 million you can reference 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million, or keep the 375, but instead he pissed it all away. And he went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation. Then he screwed it up and had to go back. That was kind of dumb. Now, if you want to be an OPM, that means you're going to save up to 70%. You're not going to pay a bill up to 90 days, leverage money of escrow to 15 million. You're going to understand how to play line of defense. Borrow money is not taxable. And we're going to play my way for a while. Guess what? That's step 21. That's called blackjack. Oh, looks like we get to win. What a concept. Now, here's the Ray Reynolds University. First time in my life, I was so proud of myself. I accomplished the goal, helping people 6 days a week. I'm doing $1 million a day, got locations in 3 other states too, and I got one technology driver over on Spectrum, 22,000 square foot building. Yeah! Then I got to die and come and my life got screwed up. Kind of sucks. What am I gonna do? Go home and get hell no. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions and my 3 divisions of me. And then I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why do you bring the pain home? You didn't look behind the curtain. On top of that, you didn't have a backup and a backup. You have divisions of you. Simple. We're going to do it my way from now on. Got it? I'm going to drag you to 5 million because that's half the fun. Now you got 1,000 steps to millionaire. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I got this event coming up on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. This is foundation. This is the foundation for residual income. It's my last and final one anyway. So guess what we get to do? Tear apart all the books and CDs. What are we going to do? Bonuses. You sign up today. I'll give you the levels and the specialties for 90 days next year. From there, I'm going to give you $100,000 of credit. And on top of that, we're going to have the foundation for 3 days of real estate, franchise, and things like that too. The office is selling for $29.99. If you did it today during the broadcast with me, it's $19.99. But you can always call the office and pay a little more so they get a commission too. From there, there's that Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Now, what do I want to do? I want to get you to be a certified CFO. I want it my way. I'm sorry, your way sucks. I'm going to certify you and build you my way, like Humpty Dumpty. I don't want you to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do because I want to build you $1 million. Is that okay? Now, why I like boring businesses. I had 22,000 payphones. I invented Car Finder Kid, made $1 million at 14 and a half, kind of fun. Had my shopping centers, my grocery stores, my Shakey's, my 31 flavors, and all these pieces getting up to about $1,000 a month, then a day, then a month, then a day, and then to $1 million. Now, I like easy things. I don't want to run a damn business. That means you're an employee. This to me is fun. So if I get you 100,000, you take 40,000 of it, and you invest in one of the things I point you in the direction to do, you'll have residual income from 3 to 10,000. When you do with 100,000 up to 45, 250, you can have up to about $75,000 a month. The goal is for you to understand how to play the game and win. Let's look at real estate. I want to look at something that's existing, that's already leased out. That was built in 1968. Okay, where they want $3 million for it. No problem. They want 10%. We're going to use the checkbook money. We now have a new loan. Now we have the difference, and now we look at, we have 13,452. See, you think you're done, and that's called stupid. You're not done. Because all it takes is one of those tenants to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you, and you lose your whole life again. Now you're starting over. And you're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. We're going to dissect the pieces, split deed them, and you're going to become the bank if you do it my way, which is 76,800. Now understand, we just reversed the liability. They could have sued. Now you get to sue them. They can't sue you. Again, you don't want to be a duck and a sheep. Real estate franchise storage units. You got a 3 months program. You have a 6 months. You have a 12 months. Now your goal should be, if you do it my way, is to own it, not run it. Okay. From there, when you go to the expo, it's just like a deer in the headlights. Like, what do I pick? No, we're going to do my way, existing. So here's a client, 125,000, 63,000 a month. Here's one for 47,000 down, 30,000 a month. Here's an opportunity. Sorry, the man passed away. Wife wants to sell it, and I'm getting it for 5,000 bucks. It'll become one of the 5 Zuli's Club Bean coffees. Isn't that fun? Oh, you want a Wendy's to get people into that too? Oh, you want a Jack in the Box to even train you and by a third party? How about a couple gas stations? See, I don't really know what it is as long as it's run by a third party. Neither does Mr. Buffett. He's got over 100 companies. He has third-party management. You see an empty one, let me know. It's an opportunity. I like that. So if we create the list, goals, we look at daily, weekly, and then the project list we get to. That's the fun part. So you have to understand how to play. So what happens is we line you up for the 3 months. In the 6 months, you probably get your first location. All right, and the 12 months, you're going to get multiples that we should be focusing on. So again, goal for next year, $5 million. So 3 months again, line you up. 6 months, hopefully your first location through a division, and then 12 months through multiple locations division process. So if you did payments, I'm going to demand weekly. Chasing money, I hate that. It makes no sense to me. So here's your biggest problem. You've taken your money before, and you went to start a business, and that's called wrong. You should use borrow money to finance the business to write it off on their taxes and pay minimal payments. When I get somebody a $50,000 card, they can use it to pay for the things that I have to offer them. It's kind of fun, but again, it's choice. Finance your future with monthly payments and write it all off. So what is our goal? 10,000 to 50,000 a month. Simple. As we play, you have to understand that I want you to have calls with me all the time in all the classes. I want you to have rapid rescore, push your score up and away. I got to make you a certified CFO. You're going to have to master 5 things, from projections to limits to cards, daisy chaining, and basically increasing limits all the time. What happens in all of these, you can put 1,000 down, and all 3, 6, or 12, no problem. Then you make sure your payment is $600 a week. So if you did the basically 90 days, it's an $8,000 package. Only if you pay in full will I add bonus cash credit for it. You pay 1,000, I'm building 100,000 credit as a bonus. Again, you pay 1,000 down, weekly payments is 600, no bonus credit. You do the 6 months, 1,000 down. You pay in full 15,000 or the $600 a week in payments. And from there, if you did the 6 months paid in full, I'm going to build you $250,000 of credit. If you did the 1 year, simple, 12 months, again, every week, $600 a month, or a week, excuse me, that's going to happen in 12 months. It's 31,000. If you paid in full, I just $5,000 more, and it's 25,000 paid in full, and I build $500,000 of credit. That's the ultimate goal. For me, it's a Zelle, bank transfer, wire deposit. And if you do it through me, all right, that means you get me step by step all the way. See, he doesn't run businesses. He owns them. And by the way, he did it. It's your turn. Do you understand? It's your turn now. So as we play this game, a corporation is a legal person, may sue or be sued. Division, I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not the corp of my family ever again. All right, divisions build us multiple credit as well. And that's why I put in my book at a money book up to 190 a month or 661,000. Again, there's a matrix for you. And if you mastered it, it's all you got to do. So from here, you got 89 ways to use the division. Divisions are simple, $4.99 at the office. I'm adding 10,000 in history today. And if you did it today during this broadcast with me, you get them for $99 each, and discounts as you get past 18. Very simple. Again, why do you need 26? 9 divisions for profit, 9 divisions for nonprofit, 3 divisions of you, 5 closet divisions. I would not do anything unless I have a safety of closet divisions and divisions of me. It's the only reason I got up to $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. So they filed now, means they're on their second year come January. There's your Zell. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist and pay a little more. From there, what are you willing to lose? I mean, you have to be honest with yourself. I never had a family. I got to use the abuse of the kitty out of a trash can and it sucked. Okay, I wanted out of hell. I finally got a wife and 6 kids and 10 grandkids. I'm not bringing the pain home. Corporation gets sued, they sue me? No, hell no. Divisions are the only way I can actually set it up. It's a line of defense. I designed this for me so I can get checkmate. And you can do the same thing too. Step 23. So if we play this way, understand, I like the big buildings and the Lamborghinis too. Reaching the dream thing to be the impossible. I've done it all my life, training people to be a certified CFO, corporations and divisions, and understand not to bring the pain home. You got joint credit. It's in the way. I'll tell you to remove it. From there, you want to buy a house. It says Escrow Close Homestead Trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a filing fee. You'll need a division for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. I always give bonus credit because no one else does it. And I want to give you up to 10 times your investment in the first place. That way you can write it all off and take away your excuses. I don't like excuses. The reality is you have a choice. Step 24. If all you want is a 750, no problem. All right, I'm going to analyze you. I'm going to add history. I'm going to do a rapid refresh. You're going to go to class, not following your want. We get you 750. And in 90 days, you have the 750 score if you do what you're told to do. $9.99, normally 1,000 card back to you. During the broadcast, we discount half price $4.99, and we give you a $500 card. Very simple. Now that you have rules and tools about these cards too, you will maintain the $750 the rest of your life. Starter package for corporation. If you don't have one, I'll give you the articles, also tax ID for free. You pay your filing fee. I'll put you in a program that gives you all the things and set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $999, 5,000 credit back. 5 times your investment. $24.99, 25,000 credit. 5 times your investment. Analyze, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. So if you Zell, you do it now, you get those bonuses too. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you a fee of 5% more because that's what the bank charges us. What are you willing to do? If you give me referrals, I'll build you some more credit. If you want referrals, I'll tell you 10%. But that referral better name your name when they sign up, if not, they'll do it for you. I always give you my personal email address. Now, understand, it's your future. Your Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations, branch numbers. Chase, US Bank, Wells Fargo, Cities, Geico, and Sam's Club too. So the things in front of you, you have to master these from now on. You're going to have to get your hands dirty and learn how to play so I can basically certify you as a CFO. And you can stop bringing the pain home. That's the ultimate goal. Look behind that curtain. Stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal. Whatever I offer today, I would Zell now. If you need to call the office at 800-254-9506, do that right away too. All I know is I can rebuild anybody and get them to $1 million. And if they want, I'll even get them to $1 billion too. The ultimate goal, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us.